If you are over 60 and living with diabetes, you already know that food is not just about taste anymore. Every meal has an impact on your blood sugar, your energy, your heart, and even your long-term independence. One simple ingredient sitting in your kitchen may be more powerful than you think when used correctly. That ingredient is olive oil. But the key is not just using olive oil, it is using it the right way. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. Muscle mass gradually decreases, insulin sensitivity can decline, and the risk of cardiovascular disease increases. For someone managing diabetes after 60, these changes make blood sugar control even more important. Olive oil, especially extra virgin olive oil, contains compounds that can support metabolic health when incorporated properly into a balanced diet. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid. Unlike saturated fats found in many processed foods, monounsaturated fats can help improve insulin sensitivity. This means your cells may respond better to insulin, allowing glucose to move more efficiently from your bloodstream into your tissues. Over time, this can contribute to more stable blood sugar levels. Olive oil also contains powerful antioxidants called polyphenols. These compounds help reduce oxidative stress, which is especially relevant in diabetes. Chronic high blood sugar can increase inflammation and oxidative damage in blood vessels. Polyphenols may help protect the lining of your arteries, supporting heart health. This is critical because people with diabetes are at a significantly higher risk of heart disease. However, simply adding large amounts of olive oil to your meals will not magically control diabetes. Portion size and context matter. Olive oil is healthy, but it is still calorie-dense. 1 tablespoon contains about 120 calories. If you pour freely without measuring, you may unintentionally increase your total calorie intake, leading to weight gain. Even modest weight gain can worsen insulin resistance. The right way to use olive oil after 60 begins with replacing unhealthy fats rather than adding extra fat. For example, instead of cooking with butter, margarine, or refined vegetable oils, you can use a measured tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. This simple substitution can improve the overall quality of your dietary fat without increasing total calories. Another effective strategy is to use olive oil as part of meals that contain fiber and protein. When olive oil is combined with vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and lean proteins, it can help slow down digestion. This slower digestion may reduce sharp spikes in blood sugar after meals. For example, drizzling olive oil over a salad with leafy greens, chickpeas, and grilled chicken creates a balanced plate that supports glucose stability. Many older adults with diabetes are afraid of fat, believing it automatically raises blood sugar. In reality, fat itself does not directly increase glucose levels. Carbohydrates are the primary driver of post-meal blood sugar spikes. By pairing moderate amounts of olive oil with carbohydrates, you may actually reduce the glycemic impact of the meal. For instance, adding olive oil to steamed vegetables or to a portion of whole grain bread can lead to a more gradual rise in blood sugar compared to eating refined carbohydrates alone. Timing also matters. Including olive oil at lunch and dinner may be more beneficial than consuming large amounts late at night. Late evening meals, high in calories, can contribute to elevated fasting blood sugar in the morning. Instead of heavy nighttime snacks, focus on balanced daytime meals that incorporate healthy fats in controlled portions. Quality is equally important. Choose extra virgin olive oil rather than refined or light olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is less processed and retains more polyphenols and bioactive compounds. Look for oil stored in dark glass bottles and keep it away from heat and light at home. Oxidized oil loses much of its protective benefit. Cooking methods also influence how olive oil supports your health. Contrary to common myths, extra virgin olive oil is stable for moderate heat cooking, such as sautéing vegetables or lightly pan-cooking fish. However, avoid overheating it to the point of smoking. For high-temperature frying, it is better to use gentle cooking techniques instead of deep frying, regardless of the oil type. For those over 60, digestive comfort is another factor. Olive oil may support bowel regularity when used moderately. Constipation can be more common with aging and diabetes. Adding a small amount of olive oil to vegetables or whole grains may help improve stool consistency without relying on harsh laxatives. But again, moderation is key. Olive oil can also play a role in weight management. Studies on Mediterranean-style eating patterns consistently show benefits for metabolic health. These patterns emphasize vegetables, legumes, nuts, fish, and olive oil as the primary fat source. People who follow such dietary habits often experience better blood sugar control and improved cardiovascular markers. The benefit does not come from olive oil alone, but from the overall pattern. If you are taking medications for diabetes, including insulin or oral agents, remember that dietary improvements can change your blood sugar response. Monitor your glucose regularly when making changes to your eating habits. If you notice lower readings, discuss them with your healthcare provider. The goal is steady control, not sudden drops. It is also important to avoid common mistakes. One mistake is assuming that olive oil makes any food healthy. Pouring olive oil over fried potatoes or processed white pasta does not cancel out the effect of refined carbohydrates. Another mistake is using olive oil in sugary dressings or sauces loaded with hidden sugars. Always consider the full composition of your meal. A practical daily approach could look like this. In the morning, focus on a balanced breakfast with protein and fiber, such as eggs with vegetables or Greek yogurt with nuts. At lunch, include a large salad dressed with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and vinegar, paired with a source of lean protein. At dinner, sauté vegetables in a small amount of olive oil and serve them with fish or legumes. Keep portions measured and consistent. Hydration, physical activity, and sleep are also part of the equation. Olive oil supports metabolic health best when combined with regular walking, resistance exercises to maintain muscle mass, and adequate rest. After 60, preserving muscle is crucial for glucose control because muscle tissue helps absorb circulating sugar. In summary, if you are over 60 and diabetic, olive oil can be a powerful ally when used wisely. Replace unhealthy fats instead of adding extra calories. Measure your portions. Combine olive oil with fiber-rich vegetables and lean protein. Choose high-quality extra virgin varieties. Avoid using it as an excuse to overconsume refined carbohydrates. Monitor your blood sugar as you adjust your diet. Small, consistent changes often produce the greatest long-term results. Olive oil is not a miracle cure, but as part of a balanced lifestyle, it can help support steadier blood sugar, healthier arteries, and better overall well-being in your 60s, 70s, and beyond.